Do you know that with just 5 seconds, someone can decide who you are already? I know how funny this can sound, but this is how deep first impression can be. Today, on your favorite podcast, The Bliss Hour, we are not alone. We're talking about the first impression and how it matters in our lives and businesses. We have a wonderful, beautiful, amazing guest. She's no other person but the CEO, the one and only CEO of Exquisite Cocktails and More in Port Harcourt. We'll bring her to the camera and then she'll get to tell us a little about herself. You're welcome to the Bliss Hour. You look beautiful, I will say. Thank you so much. So I would like you to tell us a little about yourself. Something we don't know apart from being the CEO of the biggest cocktail brand in Port Harcourt.
Okay. Okay, firstly, my name is Jemima West. I'm from River State here.
Okay.
I'm a graduate of University of Port Harcourt. I studied biomedical technology. So I'm actually, apart from the cocktail and everything, I'm actually a graduate. Yes, but making cocktail has always been my passion, something I've always loved, and I've been doing it since my 300 level. So yeah, I think what was your to
That's a long time.
Yeah, that's actually a long time. That's a long time.
So your brand was driven by passion.
Yes, of course, passion. Yes.
That's nice. So back to the conversation of the first impression. There's always a story to back up our topic, though. So I'm going to read it out for everyone to hear. So yeah, the story is: so I was in an office the other day and something small happened, but it got me thinking. One candidate walks in, no greeting, no smile, just straight to her pitch. And immediately the room fills up. Then another candidate walks in, greets everybody, comes with this confidence and good energy, and everybody is now relaxed. And then she thought to herself, is first impression that deep? Or we are just covering it all?
Okay. Firstly, you can never get a second chance for a first impression. First impression is very, very deep. First impression, I don't know how to explain it, but you can actually be a good person. You can actually have good intentions, and your first impression will just portray you as a bad person, or if it's not just a good person, or it can portray you as someone that doesn't have a good attitude. So sometimes people can actually misinterpret you through your first impression. And first impression can be the way you dress, the way you speak, the way you communicate with people, just by the first time. And they already, Nigerians now, just like that, they already rated you that way. So yes, first impression is very, very important. Is very, very necessary for someone to be able to always have that. Take for instance now in my business, if I'm going to say client, I'm bringing it down to what I do because I'm like a couple, I need to be rent. So if I'm going to see a client, I always make sure I I take care of myself physically. I look good, and I always like the way I speak, because sometimes in my kind of work, you might actually be a good person. You might be very good at your skill. You might be the best cocktail vendor or whatever you're doing. But if you miss out on that first impression, everybody will carry it, and it might actually make you lose jobs.
But why is it like that? Because really, if you should ask me, it's not really deep. It's not really deep because someone can be having a bad day and you might not want to present yourself very well. So why is it like that?
It's like that though, because in this part of the world where we are,
Nigeria,
they
especially.
don't want to listen if you are having a bad day. They don't care if you're having a bad day or if someone messes you up or something. They don't care. They will easily carry your matter off because I know that girl that came into my office, look at the way she behaves, oh, look at the way she dresses, look at the way she dresses. Yes, they will always go back to her. So people can never, for that thing will just be in their head. They can never let it out of their mind. So it matters. Maybe if you go to the Western world, you can act differently. There, nobody cares. But in this part of the world, in Nigeria, where people even take greetings very personal, they take respect very personal. If you pass by somebody and then you don't do it, they'll just portray, okay, this person is a bad person. So yes, first impression in this part of the world is very, very important. It might not look important to some people. The gens, this
Yeah.
later, everybody will just want to
Do whatever I want to
yes,
do.
but it's not like that. It can actually make you miss opportunities. It can make you miss a lot of things. It can portray you as somebody that you're actually not. Yes, so it actually is very, very important.
So what about you? Do you care about first impression?
Yes, I do. I mean, I don't used to care about it before. Before you can just do anything, but now I do because I feel like because subsequent time, like as time goes on, I tend to see the person for what the person who the person is. Yes, I do. I think I recently brought in someone to my business, and then the guy came in. After that day, I told myself that I will never work with you again.
Like so fast?
Yes, it's that fast. Because I'm giving people chances, and then I realized that with time they actually show you they are actually they really are. Yes. From the first day, he started asking me for payments. I'm like, but I just brought you to this business today. I just brought you in today. I'm not even seeing your job. I'm not even seeing what you're doing. And yet you start asking me for money. You started eating. You know, I'm into events. You started eating. You left. Okay, I brought him as a content creator. He left the phone on the floor. I started eating.
Hunger.
I started eating. Are you supposed to eat when you're working? No.
Maybe he was hungry.
Are you supposed to be hungry for a job? So yes, first impression, it matters a lot to me. I take it very, very personal. Yes, because I feel like the way you behave the first time, that is how serious you want this. That's how serious. If you really want a particular thing, say for instance your story that just came up, if she really wanted that job, she will be able to she'll be able to work on herself before she came in. If she was not careless about the job, if she really wanted it, she'll be able to portray herself well to be able to make others see her for who she really is. Yeah, so
some people do not really care about this thing, so they just go in working. They believe that they can actually do this thing. So what would you say about that?
Sometimes your belief can actually mess you up. Sometimes when you are overconfident about something, you tend to lose the little details people actually see. So sometimes your belief will just spoil every that thing that you think you do. So for the thing that you think you're good at, some other person can do it. So you can't always feel like you're the best. Sometimes it's your character that will just distinguish you from the next person. Because in this my cocktail business, I'm always bringing it because this is how where I get to my experience. I have some people that are better than me. I can't say I'm the best cocktail vendor. No. There are people that are doing more better than me. But the reason why some people can still choose to call me for a job is because it's it's me. Person just because of maybe my character or the way I don't really take things serious or I know how to calm myself under pressure. So yes, I don't get people just decide to use me because it's me. Not like they didn't see other vendors that are better than me. Yes. So it's actually very actually matters.
So you're trying to say that I don't know, but I think I should throw this as a question to you. Are they real or they are assumptions?
Okay. To some people, they are assumptions. To some people, they are real. But I want to let you know that in this part of the world that we are, in fact, everywhere in the world, it matters. It matters. They are real. You have to always come correct. You have to always put yourself in check. So they are not just assumptions, they are actually real. Yes, they are. Yes.
So if before they were assumptions, why does this still affect opportunity? Because honestly, not like I'm trying to contradict what you're saying, but I feel like they are assumptions because you cannot just see me on the first day. Maybe I wasn't smiling, maybe I didn't look good, maybe I actually planned to look good, but maybe something happened and then I'm not looking the way I'm supposed to look. So you cannot just judge me by just my first appearance now. So why are they still affecting opportunities now? Why we assumption what you believe about me?
You cannot control how people think. No matter how hard you try, you cannot control how they say. And you don't even know who is watching. Can't tell who is watching. Like I always tell people, always go with the trend, go with the flow. Your head, oh people, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter this, that. But if you come to my if for instance I'm employing someone to my business, if you come with that look, you're not coming back. You're not coming back, yes. Because I always, like I said earlier, I always tell you who they are. Because if you really, yes, if you really want that thing, if you really, really want this particular thing, if I call you for something and then you want this thing, you'll be able to come correct and come prepared. True. Yes. I won't even tell you anything. I'll just keep quiet. And that's the end. I won't call you again. You won't see me again. And that's very, very cool. Yes. That's for someone that wants his or her business to go. You will not want someone that's not serious to come to your business, of course. You won't want that. So me myself, I won't call you again. So yes, it matters. It's very, very important. Normally it's not supposed to be, but I mean, can't help it. That's where we find ourselves. Yes.
So it's about your appearance.
Your appearance, the way you communicate, is not when we mean first impression, not just your appearance. The way you talk. How do you talk to people? If I ask you a question, how do you answer me? You just tell me, and man, very rudely. Do you understand? Like, how do you talk to me? Okay, if you talk to me rudely, do you expect me to call you back again? No, no. I mean, some people always feel like, oh, if you, oh, like, okay, I remember when I employ someone, I have the person, how old are you? He said he's 18 years old. I'm like, okay, can you do this job? You know what he told me? He said, are you looking for someone that can do the job, or you're looking for age?
No,
And I was like, I'm never calling you back again. I'm never and funny enough, he didn't even do a good job. It was just he dressed anyhow, he talks anyhow, no respect. You don't expect me to call you back. But do you know, let me shock you. Do you know that somebody might not be as good as him? And I see you that you portray yourself very well. I see you that you talk to people politely. I see how serious you are with your job. Even if you're not good, I'll call you back. If you're willing to learn, I'll call you back. Because of what? Your impression, the way you came, the way you spoke to me. And like I can see that if person is ready to be worked on. I'll call, and I'm going to leave that person that claims is a professional. So to me, yeah, yes, yes. Because I mean, people grow. But sometimes your character might just be like that. So yes, you actually.
So are you trying to say that you've had experiences where you get to call some staffs back? Maybe you know they can't be job, maybe their first impression didn't really favor you, didn't like it. So you had experiences like that.
I always, yes.
So can you like tell us about those experiences? What's made you to call them back? Is it their dressing? Maybe because you knew they were not dressing well, but you had to give them that second chance. What's the experience?
Yes, one thing I always look out for in people is being able to, like, being teachable,
Okay.
being willing to work. That's my For me, that's my own first impression. How serious you get. So when you come to me and say, I want to work for you. Like, how firstly, how did you come? How did you just come anyhow? Or if you come anyhow, I might not call you back. But if you come, you might not be good at that job. Like I said earlier, you might not be good at that particular thing. Well, I can see that this person, so like I've had some people that when they go home, they will go and check this online and then come and make me and say, I saw this thing online. Oh, can we implement it to the business? And this is someone that may not even have an idea about cocktail. But because he's willing to learn and like he has that thought, he's willing to join he goes back and then he goes back to make his own research and then come back and be like, this person may not even know. But now I see that he's going to is like going back to do research and like he really wants this business to go and he's really serious about it. So yes, I take it very, very serious. Yeah.
So you're trying to say first impressions can be wrong as well.
No, when I said that, yeah, I mean, when we're talking about first impression, I'm not talking about your skill. I'm talking about your character, your attitude. It has nothing to do with your skill or what you can do. Like I mean, I said earlier that it may be good at you may be good at your job, but your attitude can just truly up. So not your skill. I mean, your interaction, how you talk, how you dress. That's the first impression. I mean, people see you for what you are first before they look inwards, right? So yes, I don't mean like your skill or anything. I mean like the first time they see you, how did you talk to them? How did you behave? Okay, that's what I mean. So yeah, this.
So do you think that people should be given second chances? Because I feel like everyone deserves a second chance. Even Jesus, God gave us second chance and even more chances. But do you think that people should be able to get second chances when it comes to, because seriously, like I said before, some persons might not be in that mood. Somebody can be sick but has an interview. How do you expect the person to dress properly and pull up for that interview? So what do you think?
Personally, I think people should be giving second chances. But I mean, not everybody can be me or be the next person. Some people have gone through a lot. Some people have gone through hell from people to the point that they cannot give second chances. They cannot do that. Someone like me now, I may just, okay, let me try this person again. I would say that I've not been through things. So I've been through things when it comes to like people, like stars or something. I've been through things, but I can give this one release a project second chance, but another person may not be able to do that. So me personally, I think people should be giving, second chance to boards. To be honest, not everybody. Not overdo it. Not and yes, don't overdo it. Yes, like let there be boundaries, but like not everybody will be able to give you a second chance. If, for instance, now you walk into, let me just say how these rich people they work. They don't have time. Rich people don't. An average rich man do not have time. I remember when I started my business earlier. Then I've not grown to this level. I just started. I was looking for like a place to then, and I went to meet someone, a man. The man like he did my had a very big hotel and stuff like that. And I met him. To be honest with you, I would say it's his fault. I would say it's my fault because I feel so casual. In fact, I didn't even look serious. The guy was like, so what, like, what do you want me to do? I was like, sir, please, sir, like, no, I don't have time for rubbish. I don't really have that time. What do you want? I couldn't even say shit. I couldn't say anything. I was so scared. You know that man did not call me back.
Why would you know? You were stuttering.
Let me shock you. 2 weeks later, someone took that position.
Wow.
I was not ready. I was, so for the person still doing the thing there. I was not ready. I was not like I blamed myself. I mean, when I got home, I told my brother that if the man was talking, was let me not. To be honest, it was me. Okay, it was me. So the second chance, some people might be. Well, you might go and miss. You might go and miss someone that will not be able to give you that second chance. There might be no time for that. Another person might have. Okay, let me try first. But and you don't. You can't tell who you're going to meet. You can't tell who you will meet. You can't. So I don't think. I think you as a person or should just be able to always try and work on yourself and conquer it. But me, definitely, I want to give a separate chance. It was okay, things.
I know that people are different, different businesses, with different offices, but let's be realistic because in this our country, I think sometimes your skill can work for you, sometimes just the way you appear can work for you. So if you have two persons in a room, you have someone that appears okay, can talk, carries he or herself with confidence, but doesn't know the job, doesn't have the qualification for the job, and then you have another person that has that qualification, what you're actually looking for, what are you going to go for?
And the person does not have to look at
Maybe not like the other person that bring yourself. What are you going to grow from? Just be realistic. Let's not look at the fact that this person is going to grow.
Okay, do you know that that person coming to your company can actually spoil things for you?
Okay, the one with the qualification.
Yes. If the person doesn't have a good attitude, the person can spoil things for you. Yes. The person can make that your client or maybe the person you're working for not call you back. Forget the skill. I told you that skill you have. 100 persons have that skill like you. Do you know that? Okay, let me just give you another example. I've had so many jobs. I have so many instances. I employed somebody new to my business. And then this person, the lady, the lady was rude. The person that gave us the job was actually rude. And as a client, you have to learn to be patient. So I wasn't around. I went to get things. And then the lady came in. I was like, "Hey, the coffee vendor, where's coffee vendor? Wait." And this boy, it's not like he had a really bad attitude, but he doesn't just have to tolerate from her. And it didn't even that she was the client at the ready job. It was like, "Hello, ma, you're very, very rude."
That was too there.
I came in, I was like, what's going on here? Like, the lady called me, do you know that this your boy was rude to me? I'm like, Jesus Christ, you know this person that treated our clients. We're like, he didn't know now, but man, you were rude now.
But yeah, people like
He
that.
looked at me. And I knew that was the end. So, and then I looked at him, I knew that was the end. She did not got married 3 weeks later. She did call us. Again, she called us that vendor.
Just because of
None of that rudeness. I need to not miss call us now. I just enjoy. Because I know that not everybody can be as patient as you. Yeah. So people cannot tolerate this shit. So this guy in question now, the guy is good. He's one of my best staffs. He's one of my best staff. But that particular day, she just fell off. And then we didn't get the job. So
was he sacked? Did you sack him?
yes, he was sacked though. Wow. He was sacked. But he's begging to come back, but he was sacked. Let me just be honest with you. So is that is what I'm trying to say, that this person can be good, but I mean, that thing can spoil. It might not spoil things for him, but you as a brand owner, it will spoil things for you to yes, it will spoil. Why this person might not be good, but the way the person is just handling things, handling your things with care, talking to people with respect, he keeps like he knows how to compose himself. It might not be too good, but he's not giving you problems. Nobody's coming to talk to you and saying first thing something sweet rudely, talking to you rudely, and they'll call you back. But this other person that is does the client know that this person is good? It's you that know now. Eh? So I think you should watch out for the I know not everybody. People are not. I will pick the other one. Yes, the person is teachable, right? Yes. I'll teach you.
What if the person is not teachable?
Then there's no what's the point? So not they working with me, they're not teachable.
All right.
I mean, yes.
So we're talking about business, grand offices. Let's bring this into our real life. Let's say we have a wedding we are going for. You're participating as an ashwebi, ashwebi duties, and you go there. Maybe the bride is busy, but then your fellow ashwebi ladies, nobody greets you, or maybe you're greeting them, they are not replying. But or the way they are acting, what would you do? Like, how would you even feel in that role?
Ah, like if I'm greeting them,
Yes, or you enter, maybe you don't know anybody there, you're just calm, you're trying to mingle, but their faces, there are some places you're going to go to and their facial expression, he might not want to talk. So how would you feel?
first thing, if I'm in an Ashebi group and I go to a place and I try and obviously I will greet everybody, everybody's acting up. Oh, you're not the one that brought me there. You're not the one that brought me there. I don't care. I don't really care if I greet you. But you know that I will always see this person that I always see you that way forever. I will see you that way.
So if you see the person, those girls somewhere else,
I may not be see. I will just move.
What if they're also seeing you the same way?
Why? But I greeted you. When I came in, I greeted you. I greeted. If I didn't greet you, it's different. I mean, I greeted you like hello or the good day. I greeted you, and then if you just told me like, who is this one? And you expect me to know. If it's a Chevy girl, honestly speaking, I don't really care. I will not. If I'm in that situation, I won't greet you. Like if I greet you, I don't answer me. When I say attitude, I don't mean you should not have boundaries. Oh, I don't mean you should just throw yourself at people and be anyhow. People. I mean, the way you treat people, the way you treat people
Is where you be treated.
yes, on the way you carry yourself also is the way you be treated. So when I say have attitude, I mean the normal things you should do when you're going for something, when you want people to see. It's not when I beat you and then you don't look back and then I'll not start smiling at you, cheap if you know. I mean, you should have boundaries as a person. You should carry yourself as a person. If you go and you greet someone, let's say you're in a wedding, and then you talk to people and they don't talk to you back, you have to keep moving. You have to move on. You don't have to. You are like attitude does not mean that. But it doesn't mean.
But you know that some persons they'll just feel like, hey, you carry no, I'm not to be honest with you, to be frank. I think I will use myself as a case study. I'm very playful. So I might go into a space, want to show that I'm very playful, don't have issues, just want to let the room be comfortable for everybody. And some persons will be like, they're not busy, but this so or she's acting like I am ITK, I too know. So what would you say to those persons? Because some persons are like that. Once they try to make the place comfortable, want to show themselves, to make you know that this is how they are. People will feel like they are doing too much and they want to just limit themselves. Next time we'll just be quiet, what would you say to those persons?
You can't blame yourself for how people see you. Okay, that's what you have to know. You have to be yourself. There will always be people that see you for who you are. Yes, the way no matter how no matter where you go to, there will always be people that see you, but you can't blame people for how they think.
Okay.
You cannot. It's really hard. Yeah, they should think hard more to think. That's one thing that I learned. Like people really don't care. You can't blame people for how you have to just be yourself. Your people will always find you, and you cannot change because of what people think about you or happen to see. You don't have to change because of that.
Okay.
Just be yourself. You're a good person. You're a good person. You have to do that. You have to do that. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't have to start changing yourself because of what the next person feel, or you don't have to actually feel bad because they should take whatever they want to see. Who cares? I mean, me, I don't care. I've gotten my level to the level where I don't really care what people think about me. I want to just be myself. I'm
Because you make
myself.
different things.
Yes, exactly. So, like, what's my business? I don't care. Oh. If you walk into a room and then people ask you, just be yourself. You see, your people will find you. Okay, yes.
So when it comes to brand owners like you and others, when it comes to giving people second chances, what will you say to them? Because honestly, some persons they might, like I said before, they might be sick, they might be too, I don't know the situation. Maybe they are coming on the road and maybe people that are driving on the road splash them water on their clothes and they might want to look simple. Maybe someone else will help them. What will you say to those brand owners in terms of giving people second chances?
Okay, if this same person comes back to you, okay, and they really, really mean it, like if you see someone that really, really mean an apology, you may know. It's someone that just came because okay, they must have for this, they want to just try again. You still know. So if they come to you, and even when you are said there, you have to still observe them. You don't have to just you showing the toilet. Like no, you have to like still observe them and know okay, this person really wants it. So if they come back, not when they come and go, you can give them one extra chance. So and if they really in it, I think they should. People deserve. I mean, everyone deserves second chance. To be very honest with you, everyone deserves.
This is the final lap of this section. We'll not leave here without you saying something to the Gen Zs that feels like, yeah, first impression is not important. So, talk to us.
Okay, my Gen Z's first impression matters a lot. No matter what you think you are, no matter how good you think you are, no matter how skillful you think you are, you can never create a second chance for a first impression. It matters. Anywhere you find yourself, anything that you want to do, you have to you learn to have to create that first impression to people. No matter how bad people treat you, doesn't mean that you should portray it that way. No, anywhere you find yourself, yes, please. And another thing, be yourself. Not don't because people you feel like people might not like you. No. You have to be if you have a good character, just keep it that way. If you're playful, keep it that way. And your people will always find you. So yeah, first impression actually matters. Yes, it does. Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing this with us today. So, for having me. So, please, I want you to give us your business handle so others can follow you.
Okay, so my business handle on Instagram is exquisite underscore, like two underscore, cocktails underscore and more. Yes, so that's my business, and we're just on Instagram. Yes, so
All right, guys, you've heard from our guests. Make sure wherever you find yourself, leave a good first impression, right? Yeah. Yeah. Until next time, I remain your girl. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment on our video. Bye.